All right. So got word that I'm on. We're live. Okay. Let me take care of something real quick. Pour myself something to sip on during this thing. Folks, get up in here real quick. Just want to do a little recap on what's going on around here. Man. All right. Say hi to the folks in the chat. What's going on? All right, so we got ICU, what's happening? DJ Neo Shaman, what's good? EJ Johnson, what's good? Nick Sangetta in the house, what's happening? Louis Vigilant, Icon Days. All right, what's happening? What's happening? All right, just trying to get some things together in here for this last minute. How's the audio on this thing? Let me know what's going on. Dr. Lee, what's good? Aurora Lee, what's good? No relation. Michael, what's good? Blue Moon, Terraplane. All right. Where I put my notes? All right, here we go. All right, so got the old school mic set up, you know, in the house. So that's what it is. Flat Earth Spider, what's good? All right, so yeah, just going back over some things. Know everybody's heard about this school shooting recently. That what's been going on. You know, with the mainstream, but you know, it's important for us to you know, pay more attention to, you know, what's going on in the alternative news, because I mean, we all know that corporations are bought and paid for by these corporations and all that. These fake news outlets are gonna just fall in line, kind of, you know, lockstep, push the agenda of how they want people to think about these things. So, you know, that's just what it is. Flattercore Music, what's happening? X-Man, Morky Love, Darren Spell, what's good? See you in Portland in a couple weeks. But, you know, I just wanted to go over a couple more things. Let me see. I'm gonna try to do something different this time. I'll try to do a screen share. Now, you'll have to excuse me because I'm still kind of rookie with this whole live stream thing, but let me try to do a screen share with you. Let me handle that. Gonna mess with this for just a minute. Okay, whole live stream thing, but let me try to do a screen share with you. Okay, so I muted myself and gonna stop talking for a few seconds, unmute and play this thing. All right, let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit from this other video that I saw. It was from High Impact Flicks. It was from this interview that was conducted. So let's go ahead and play this real quick. Let me unmute. This other video that I saw, it was from High Impact Flicks. It was anyway. Gotta mute myself. I'm messing around. No screen, not yet. Let me see. Get back over here. Back over to the Hangout. Screen share options. Desktop. Start screen share. Okay. There we go. All right. Here we go.
A student who says she actually bumped into the gunman after the shooting. Explain.
Amazing, really. You know, as we arrived here at the scene, it was so chaotic. We had parents showing up, looking for their kids, students coming out, looking for their loved ones. And as you mentioned, a young lady, a very nervous senior, when we spoke with her, Alexa Meadnick. She said that she accidentally bumped into the alleged shooter in the hallway during the evacuation.
I actually was in the bathroom at the moment, and I came back to my classroom, and I knocked on the door, and the fire alarm went off, and principal came on the speaker and just said, everyone needs to evacuate right now. So that's what we did. As I was going down the stairs, I heard a couple shots fired. Everyone was freaking out, saying that it was a gun. And as we were walking, the whole class together, I actually was speaking to the suspect, Nicholas Cruz. And as I was speaking to him, he seemed very, I don't know what the word I want to say is, but he was trouble in middle school. So I kind of joked to him about it and said, I'm surprised you weren't the one who did it. And he just gave me a huh. So that's really what happened.
You were walking down the hall. He had already fired at that time.
Yes, sir, with him.
Weren't you scared?
In the moment I wasn't, because there was definitely another shooter involved. But
oh, you think he was not the only one?
No, definitely not.
Why do you say that?
Because when shots were fired, I saw him after the fact. So, and the shots were coming from the other part of the building. So there definitely had to be 2 shooters involved, I believe.
That's the first I've heard of that. Did you see any other students who were wounded?
No, sir.
I really have no words. I mean, I've known him since middle school. He's always been nice to me. He definitely should be paying for what he's done.
Alexis says she never saw a gun, and when she was walking with Cruz, she just thought he was evacuating the school like everyone else. Only later did she realize just how fortunate she is to be alive tonight.
And he just gave me a huh.
Guys, thanks for...
Okay. So let me get back over here. Stop that. All right. So, okay. So that was it. All right. All good. But yeah, multiple shooters is what she was saying there. And I don't think that she was the only. All right. Okay, we back. We back on. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. You back? We good? Let me know. Okay. I can't see on the view screen. Hold up. Let me refresh the view page. Well, I can still chat, I guess. But all right, says we're still good, and I'll count it at that. Audio, no pic. Let me get back over here. Try to fix my camera. No, just audio, no picture. Okay, man, that's messed up. They set me up, y'all. It's all good. Man, I'm not sure what happened. Y'all. They like, here, let me I don't know what I can do at this point to try to get that straightened out. Cameraman, let me see. Start broadcasting as you join audio and video from a bag. There. No, broadcast large video. Technical difficulties out here. Not sure what's going on, folks. Really not. All right. Now you see me? All right, I'm back. All right, let's get into this real quick. So, I mean, that's what it is. You know, the girl sat here and said that there were multiple shooters, and did I miss something? Okay, said that there were multiple shooters out here. Yeah, I know they might be messing with me out here, man. I'm doing too much. They try to shut me down. Y'all help. That's why I got to check in on a regular, man. Okay, so everything's cool with that. So yeah, she was out here reporting that she saw multiple shooters, and I don't think that she was the only one. So, you know, that interview's in circulation. There's other people saying that they saw multiple shooters on the scene. you know, at the same time, maybe she was lying, maybe she was telling the truth. But the thing is, we don't know. All we got right now is we can look at these screens and we're going by what we're told. But I mean, we just got to take into consideration all the information. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm not saying it's a hoax, false flag, or anything like that. I mean, I'd guess it was a false flag in order to push the whole gun control agenda. But I look, I don't know. We don't know. But you know, there was a drill apparently, and they were saying, you know, code red. I talked about that yesterday. Code red was for an active shooter in the building. I'm not going to say the V word like that other shooting out there, but you know, I mean, who knows, you know. And there was another video that I saw. There were some girls being interviewed from the school. They were talking about how there was a fire drill, and there was like a fire drill that morning. I think she said like 2 fire drills that morning. One of them, they were telling the students something along the lines that they would be using blanks. Again, with the technical difficulties over here. Man. Okay. So, all right, back on. Fantastic. I'm like, man, come on. Okay. So, yeah, but that's what was going on 9/11. Like that morning, the military was doing like live exercises. I mean, like there were pilots out there running simulations that about hijackers taking airplanes and crashing them into different targets, including the Pentagon and the Twin Towers. The same time those exercises were going on was the same time that the actual attacks on 9/11 were taking place. So the whole pattern of running a drill at the same time that something is really going on, that's kind of it's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's one of those things that, you know, takes place in these situations. So I mean, that's another red flag in this whole situation. So, you know, that's what it is. But yeah, she went on to say there were multiple shooters. Again, they blame the AR-15 on these things. So let me see. It's just AR-15, that's the weapon of choice that they like to blame for these whole things. Like taking away the AR-15 from society is just going to rid the world of you know, this whole situation where, you know, people just you know, are attacked using this particular weapon. You know, in my opinion, obviously this whole pushing for legislation by Congress, the Senate, and all that, you know, these liberals are going to come out with their idea of you know, restricting access to guns some way or another, tougher background checks, tighter security measures as far as limits on the magazine count of certain weapons. So, you know, it's all pushing this agenda for gun control, but it's basically they're trying to disarm the population, if you know what I mean. And by doing that, if they just take the guns away, we will be in a position where there are only 3 groups of people who have guns. All right, and that would be the removal of guns from law-abiding citizens. That would leave law enforcement, the military, and criminals. So law-abiding citizens will be basically sitting ducks. You will be unable to defend yourselves if, you know, anyone decided that they wanted to take something from you, force you to do something, you know, in any situation like that. So law enforcement. Otherwise well-meaning people who are acting as enforcers on policies passed by a majority of crooked politicians. Now, I say a majority of crooked politicians because not all politicians are bought and paid for by corporate lobbyists, but the crooked politicians at best are being bribed to vote for legislation that benefits these corporations. And this is something that's always going on, and people are always reporting on this. There are videos from different channels where they show, and this isn't any like conspiracy stuff. This is, I saw one the other day. There was a woman who was standing in front of, I want to say like the House Speaker out in DC while they were attempting to pass a bill of some sort, and she was naming names and the amounts that these different politicians were being paid by these corporations, that they were voting on some sort of legislation that would affect the corporation. So the corporations are basically, she was like, okay, and the House Speaker, boop, said his name and said, okay, he's received $3,500 from this company, and $2,000 from this company. It's like, I'm not sure how the heck she's coming up with these numbers and all that, but she got the information and she was putting it on blast, and she got escorted out of the room. You know what I'm saying? There were people who were voting on these things, being paid by these companies. She was putting them on blast, saying their names, saying the amounts that they were getting paid. And he was like, excuse me, you can't. The House Speaker, she called out the House Speaker in one of these things, saying that he was getting paid. He says, yeah, we're not going to address any personal information out here. So if you're going to continue with the personal information, you're going to have to be removed. So, I mean, she went on, continued naming names and amounts, and these two guys in suits just walked up to her, grabbed her by the arm. She's still talking. They escorted her out of the building. You know what I mean? Like, strong armed her because she was putting their business out in the streets. And this is what happens. So, law enforcement, they're being, they're like the long arm of the law. It's like that. These laws are basically words on a piece of paper written by men who, I don't know, seek to either control the population or are being paid off. That's basically all laws are. And if you think about, the whole judicial system on the whole, I mean, the idea that some guy says this is legal, this is what you can or can't do. Now, if you do not abide by these words that are written on this paper, we have the right to lock you in a cage, basically. If you go over this certain speed limit while you're traveling in your vehicle, okay, we can take your money from you. If you don't abide by this, if you don't pay your taxes, if you don't do this, if you do this or that, it's like, man, they can actually lock up a human being. Who gives these people the authority to take another human being's life into their hands to the degree to where they can just take them off the street, go lock them in a cage for however long because they decide? But that's basically what laws are. Just words on paper written by these men who are seemingly unaffected, because there are situations where a homeless man can steal $100 from a bank or something like that, and he'll end up getting like 15 years in prison. And then you have politicians who will sit here and defraud a whole a whole nation, a city, a state, out of millions of dollars, and they get a slap on the wrist. They and they get leniency because they're cool with the judge some way or another. They know the special handshakes, they go to the same club meetings, if you know what I mean. And they take care of each other. It's like in a huge organized crime syndicate run by criminals that aren't so much dressed like me, because I'm saying, you see a brother with braids wearing a hoodie or something, that's not the one who's coming up with the idea to raise your taxes. It's some dude in a suit. That's what the real criminals look like. Just saying. Anyway, so the only three groups with guns at that point would be law-abiding citizens, not law-abiding citizens, you know, the military, police enforcement, and criminals. The military, I mean, they've sworn an oath to protect the country from enemies, both foreign and domestic. They're doing a pretty good job with the whole foreign thing, but the whole domestic situation, I don't know, might need a little bit of work because there's some domestic terrorists around here running around doing some pretty messed up stuff. Enemies of the people. Indeed they are. So there's that. But what they do, they come up with these laws and they pass legislation to create these gun-free zones. And all these gun-free zones do, if you think about it, it's just a matter of they create these safe spaces for criminals because the people inside a gun-free zone obviously aren't armed. So you got somebody who's gonna disregard the whole idea of a gun-free zone completely, and then you've got people inside this gun-free zone who are basically sitting ducks. So you're basically creating a safe environment for someone to come in and kill people who can't do anything about it. And that's all these gun-free zones do. They create a situation where everyone is helpless except the person with the willingness to break the law. And that's, you know, it's just ridiculous how these things go. Hold on, let me grab this thing. Wanted to, I don't know, play with my dry erase board a little bit. I wanted to show you something in a minute. But you know, that's these gun-free zones do. Personally, I guarantee that if teachers were trained and armed, that less situations like this would take place. But it's still in question as to whether, you know, this is something that is legit. Or was it staged? Was it a hoax or whatever? More information's coming out every day. All I'm saying is keep an eye on it. But you know, the whole idea of them trying to take guns from the citizens, it's not going to pan out all that well because I mean, like I said yesterday, the first thing that happens is, you know, if a government goes rogue, which it seems that ours has, one of the first things that they do is they want to disarm the populace, disarm the population, so people can't defend themselves in the event of, you know, them getting that much further out of control. That is, I'm trying to restart this. Okay, my chat stopped real quick. I thought there were more technical difficulties out here. All right. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Really do. Peace to you. Miss Empress, what's going on? Martin Leakey's in the house. Mick Takala. All right, cool. Sai, Warrior, Shannon King, what's good? All right, so let me see. So yeah, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Sick people kill people. Correction. Thing is, oh, Sean G, what's good, man? Shannon O'Neill, what's good? All right. Flat Trotter. So I saw something else. Last thing I'm gonna say about this whole thing. Wait, real talkaholic in the house? What's going on? Hey Kelly, Rich Hoyle, what's good? All right, so yeah, somebody left a comment. Last thing I'm gonna say, yo, James Smith, what's happening? All right, so last thing I'm gonna say about this whole shooting thing. Somebody left a comment out here, so let me do some writing real quick. I thought this was you know, pretty I don't know, it made sense as far as the whole gematria, how they like to play with numbers and stuff. Ugh, I need to rewrite that. Okay, let me see. Casualties. Okay, so I don't know what they did. Write up a quick equation. Let me write this again. I'm messing around, y'all. I got issues. My OCD won't let me put up some sloppy stuff. This is why I usually edit doing these things. Okay, let me get it right. I appreciate everybody being patient with me while I do these things. And then equals. That's much better. A little bit better. All right, fine. So let's put that up there. Let me switch back to this screen so I see what's going on. So what they put up there was the date of the shooting. It was February 2nd, second month of the year on the 14th, Valentine's Day. Number of casualties was 17, equals 33. Coincidence? I don't know. Ain't no telling. Hold up. Just a second. Getting the call. Who was that? Missed phone call. I was trying to get my man Rebel Rob on this thing. I'm gonna have to call him back in just a minute. I wanted to do a live stream. I'm gonna be talking to him a little bit about some things that's going on. One of the solutions that I was gonna try to come up with, or just talk about it, I took some notes as far as solutions. Just like the lady at the town hall meeting who stepped up and was willing to call out these politicians for the things that they were doing, to make her voice heard as far as all the stuff that's going on. We can do the same thing, and it could be about whatever situation that we feel the need to address. Multitasking. Yo, Big Rob. Hey, here, I wanted to talk to you on my live stream real quick, man. Can I put you on speaker so you can talk to the folks about what you got going on as far as DeKalb County? All right, hold on. Let me put you on real quick. All right, everybody, this is my man Rebel Rob. He's got his own channel. He's also on the offensive out here. What he's doing, he's gonna be at. Well, I'll let him talk about it. All right, Big Rob, you got the floor, man.
Hey, appreciate it, D. Hey, everybody. Well, as he explained, I've been out here fighting the school board, trying to get evolution taken out of the schools, out of the school curriculums, and it's been a whole lot of self and blame. Well, it's not our fault. It's the Board of Education fault. We're doing what they tell us to do and all that stuff. Yeah, we agree with you, but yet they're not doing anything to bring up the issue. And bottom line is we entrust our children to be educated or miseducated by the school systems. And if they are being taught something that we know is untrue, that teachers know is untrue, and is being taught as a fact, then something needs to be done to remove it out of the school system. And so that's where my fight is right now. I have a meeting that someone forwarded to me. They forwarded to me this morning. And so it's in Rockdale County, not my county, but my city is listed as one of the cities that can participate in this Board of Education meeting. So it's not their school board meeting, it's their Board of Education meeting. So I put in my dibs to speak. So I will be speaking at this meeting, the Board of Education meeting, and to once again to address the issue of removing evolution of school systems and all school curriculums. So with the county board meeting that I went to January, I addressed the issue with them. They sent me a letter back pretty much just summarizing what I said that they were looking at, which is a bunch of bull crap. Something needs to be done, and we just got to keep holding these guys accountable. Right. The problem is not enough parents are holding the school systems accountable for what's being taught to their kids. And so I'm one of those parents where they see me coming. And so I will, this is not the school board now. Now it's elevated up county to the Board of Education. So now I'll be addressing the Board of Education.
That's what's up.
And
man.
So whoever is in Atlanta, be forwarding. I'm gonna put it out on my channel too, but I posted it to Facebook, Twitter, and some more places, Instagram. And but I'm going to just keep posting this, sending these messages out to everybody. So anybody that can come out and show your support. If we're in numbers, then that makes a bigger statement you know, than someone showing up by themselves and making up noise. So anybody that can come out to support, even if you don't speak, just come out just to support me on this mission. You know, it's a mission that God set before me. You know, I feel like Moses going before Pharaoh saying, "Let my people go."
Yes, sir.
So, so I'm just doing the same thing. You know, we know that we don't fight against people; we fight against principalities and high places. And so, it was someone or some spirit or whatever in a high place that made the decision to get this and put it into our school systems and school curriculums. And so, we need to trust the Lord to fight for us, and all He does is He uses to fight the battles.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, man. I appreciate you. I've been wanting to get you on for a live stream at some point so you can chat with everybody about these things, man.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Anytime. I just been in meetings all day, man.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, anytime, bro.
All right.
You know, just hit me up if I'm available. Then I'm on.
Yeah, that's why I called you earlier. I'm saying I'm on Google Hangouts. I wanted to do something, but I'm gonna have to run back upstairs. In about 5 minutes while we got, you know, doing my lunchtime thing. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, man, appreciate you. You know, hopping on with me, give me a call back, so we can, you know, chat about these things. But you know, I was just talking to everybody about how, you know, some of the things that we can do is, I mean, what you got going on. You're out here willing to put a statement together and make a stand and get out here in front of people and you know, make your voice heard, address these people face to face, basically letting them know, hey, we know that you guys are misleading, misdirecting our children and teaching them some bull crap. So I got mad respect for you for that one, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right. But yeah, hey, I'll talk to you a little bit later, brother. Maybe we can set something up for I don't know, how about Monday?
All right, we can do Monday. That'll work. And we still got to collab on some music too.
Oh, for sure.
So.
Of course. Well, I'm saying my email's on there. contact@dmarble.info. Shoot me a beat or something. Maybe we can work on some, you know, it's all good.
I got you.
Still gotta give my man Retro J. And God's Gladiator sent me something. I want to hook up with Red Flag Media sometime. I don't know. I want to do some music, but all right, let me quit rambling. But yeah, I'll get with you. Maybe we can do a stream on Monday. You know, talk a little bit more about this.
All right, that'll work.
All right, boss. I'll holler at you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep. Bye. All right, y'all. So that was Rebel Rob. He's gonna be going before the school board. You know, talking about how evolution is a hoax, you know, and how these people are misleading the children out there. So what it is, that's, you know, one of those things that we all can do is just go make our voices heard in these public forums and all that. So all right, well, that's about all I got for this one. I got to run back upstairs, finish out the school day. You know, I came in. This is what I'm wearing today, you know, at work, representing FE Offensive everywhere I go. They already know what it is. So that's what it is. I don't know. I got a couple seconds. Do some shout outs out here. I see NASA Lives, Miss Empress, Louis Vigilant, Shannon King, I saw you. Sean G, what's good? John Doe, peace to you. Miss Jones, I see you out there. Conscious B Love, I see you. What's good? Christina Lee, Martin Leake, I saw you. Chris W, I saw Darren Spell. I'll see you soon. Kush Kid Big, what's happening? What's happening? Xavier Martinez, Chris W, Flat Earth Minds people. All right, what's good? Open source, what's happening? Sharonda Crawford in the house. Terra Plane. All right. Let me go and wrap it up. Get back upstairs. Much love to everybody. Take care. Miss Griffin, I see you out there. Sure appreciate you. Can't call nobody. I'm just playing with you. All right, M&G Adventures. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the lunchtime live stream. I'll be getting with you. Me and Rebel Rob will be doing the stream. I'll set that up offline. That's all I got for this one. Thanks for tuning in. As always, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. I'll see you next time. Thank you.